So, good evening, everyone. I'm Chitra. Today, I'm hosting Picture Description. So, this session is really incredible session. We get different types of ideas and expression according to the pictures. And there are three types of picture already mentioned in the group. So, just observe and reveal your ideas according to your observation and your noticing. So, firstly, I would like to share on the first picture. The first picture, we can say one of the pencils, and it is attached with eraser, and there one of the words. It is a practice. The letter of the practice PR means starting letter and last ICE completely erased, and only ACT act this word is visible. Means we can say if you do anything without any discipline, any other proper schedule, and about any adventure and experience. So it is a completely slowly Gloucester thing. So we should punctual and practice randomly. Means everything is necessary, and knowledge, experience, and advice. All these things are very important in our life. Without experience and without ideas and knowledge how to reveal and how to utilize and how to develop our practice and our skill, so all these things are very important thing. If you erase, if you remove all these things, so it is completely means our action is not fulfilled, and because of that we will get failure in our life. Second picture. So second picture, yeah. So we can say, just imagine that there are two person and one person. He is completely feel insecure, and he feels insecure, and means he burn a lot. He burns a lot. So, but he doesn't understand what is happening in our surrounding. And another person, he is noticing, he's noticing to other, and to second person, first person, and means he doesn't understand
Sorry,
what is the
Chitra
problem
ma'am.
of.
Sorry, ma'am. I interrupted you, but yeah, I mean you are a host, so should you start your session because what I am feeling like you are describing the picture, you are telling the picture about picture. So if you are doing like this, so it means you are a participating, not a hosting. So sorry for I interrupted you. Yeah.
Actually, Shivi, if you
Sorry,
there are lots of
I
new people here, and if
yes,
they
yes,
don't
yes.
understand about the pictures, so how to explain? So
So,
firstly,
ma'am,
I
Chitra,
want
ma'am,
to.
you can go on, ma'am, please,
You can
because
go on,
everyone
please.
doesn't,
Chitra, ma'am,
doesn't,
please
everyone
go
doesn't know, ma'am.
on. Shivi, please do not interrupt, please. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
sorry,
Okay,
Chitra.
Shivi.
My sorry, actually, first time I saw right any host describing like this, so that's why I interrupted you. So sorry,
Okay,
okay,
don't
ma'am.
worry. Do not do
Actually,
these type of
Shivi,
things in the
uh,
session.
yeah, and in grooming session, we should, as a host, we should introduce the question sometimes.
Y-
I also
y-
share the answer of the questions in grooming
Yeah,
session.
yeah, yeah.
So likewise, and
Shivi, ma'am can give you the option if
Yeah, it's
you
good
want to
for
speak on
So,
that
yeah, it's
Chitra,
topic.
ma'am, carry on. Give it space.
yes,
Everybody
yes,
Ma'am,
sit
carry
okay,
on,
in
okay,
ma'am.
silence.
Yes.
Chitra, ma'am, carry on, please.
okay. Thank you so much for cooperating. Yeah, so last picture, I'm talking about the last picture. So there are two types of trees, and it is completely grown. And second trees, it is not completely developed and growth, and its roots, its growth a lot. So that is the pattern of the increasing. If you develop,
Sorry for interrupting,
means
ma'am. Please, can I know the topic?
Virat, this is a picture description, and I'm hosting picture description, and I'm
Okay, okay,
explaining the three
continue.
pictures one by
Ma'am,
one, so the listener can.
it was very frustrated when someone always on the mic and speak.
Okay, okay.
Sorry, brother. Sorry, sorry.
So I hope you got it, all these points according to the pictures. So please go ahead. So firstly, I would like to call the first person. This is a Mahir. Are you
Good
there?
evening, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So let me try to explain this picture. The first picture, what I see in this picture. So there is written in English practice, but the thing is already erased. Only the act are visible in this picture. So so the another words here is not clear, like cause of it's not visible clearly. And like here I see is that the word act and also the like react type of things uh, I see in this picture. Okay, so the thing is that act I see, not react in this picture. So this picture shows that we should think. When we do any kind of work or when we take any kind of decisions, so sometimes what happens, we didn't understand the situations and we take the, I mean, we act the situation. So that time it is create a negative impact. So the moral of the picture is that we should act, not react. Sometimes what happens, cause of our emotional uh, heavy so much when we take any kind of decisions, we react easily. Like we shouldn't react, we should act that time, and we should control our emotions. Like we should think before we act or we do any kind of activity in our life. And another thing is that um, we should respond also wisely, not emotionally. So the moral of this picture is that uh, always we should self-aware about ourselves, uh, and when we always try to react, the problem are increased. But if we uh, take our actions with self-awareness, then the problem will be solved. And the last picture, there is a two type of tree. So one tree is criticizing another tree. So and and if we see the root of that tree, that the small tree, the root is so much in a better shape. So these things teaches us is that like the success or happiness comes from our um, how can I say it? I mean our internal part, or not the external things what people see. Like the tree is actually happy or more in a good shape because of his inner structure. Because he can eat oil and he can easily, I mean, eat lot of things from the soil. But the another tree, the tree is criticizing. So that is happened in this picture. So, but the trees, the big trees, roots are very much small. So when any kind of storms happen, the tree easily fall down. Mm, so sometimes what happens in our life, people try to praise the appearance of the outside of the people, like their beauty or not. But that is the mistakes people did. They should think about their inner part, like their inner beauty matters. If their heart is not uh, beautiful, then the person, so long time if they try to stay, their life will not become happy. cause of the heart is ugly, like this, the big tree, if I say. So the inner quality matters, not always looks. Sometimes some people look so much beautiful, but they don't have any kind of quality. Their roots are not good. That don't have any kind of good quality, and they are criticizing us cause of their beauty, or they are thinking always they are supreme persons, but actually they are not. And they don't have any kind of, mm, I mean, quality, like which type of quality human needs. So they have a lot of bad qualities, and they always criticize us, and they think that cause of their looks, they don't need another quality, uh, but that is not true. So another way, if I explain this picture, like we can invest ourselves, like how we invest. If we invest more, we become more powerful. Like the small tree is here more powerful because he invests himself very well, and ba- his base is so much strong. His foundation is so much strong. But the another persons, he didn't uh, invest himself very well. So we should invest more and more in our life. Then we become strong persons, and it's help us to face challenges in our life, and also to grow and become confident. We feel we are working, and so that's all, ma'am, about these two pictures. I am done. Going to start.
Okay, thank you so much, Mahir, for a beautiful expression. So it was really incredible presentation from your side, and I really appreciate you about your observation, your ideas and creation. So you explained so beautifully, especially about the third picture. So sometimes we consider that if in a small plant and small person or in small category people, we always avoid and ignore. But we don't understand the inner quality, inner part, and about the other talent and or other means other intention qualities, talent is likewise. So, and we always observe the huge things. So, it is means a natural and common principle in our society, and this principle is made by the human being. So, and it is a universal truth you can say, you can see by this picture, and you explain so well. So, it's really incredible thing. So, thank you so much for participating, Mahir. Well done.
Thanks, man.
Yes. So, next person is Kajal.
Yeah, hi Chitra ma'am. Sorry, by the
Are you
way, I
Kajal?
was interrupted you.
Yeah, it's okay. Are you Kajal?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. So, good evening, Kajal. How are you?
I am good, ma'am. What about you? How are you?
Yeah, I'm also great. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you just observe these pictures and explain one by one. Okay. All the best.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. I am going to explain about these three questions. So, first question is, I able to see in this first picture, uh, total word practice, but some words erase. So, it's showing action. If you action, it means your action incompleted. So, practice mm, practice showing your action. It means if you are doing something, then you are doing any activity. I mean action. So suppose you are a you you want to do something and you able to do, but sometimes our action incompleted. Suppose like practice make you practice make you perfect. Sometimes perfect. Why people very intelligent? Why they are like, if any people have a good personality and they are a good teacher, they are a good scientist because of practice. They are a good, you know, the main thing like we see like scientists and some other people, they are doing practice again and again because practice make you perfect anything. For example, we are learning here English, and sometimes people blaming other people, right? They are not looking inside what they are doing. Yeah, they want to learn English, but they are not practicing. So it's showing uh, your action. I mean, our action. Whatever we are doing, practicing. It's not only English. Anything in our business, in our country, correct? In our defense sector, you can see if in India defense sector. Uh, Army and some other soldiers, if they are not practicing I mean drill and some other, for example, India bought a fight like Rafale, and then uh, Indian soldiers not practicing how to yeah how to drive that Rafale. So they practice it again and again. Then that soldiers, mastering on uh, like flying fighter jet or whatever. So anywhere practice showing your action. If you are doing your action again and again, so your action it means completed. And I am moving to second question. In this question, I able to see two matchstick. One matchstick is burning, but the second matchstick not burning. So here I have two type of person. I mean, in two matchbox like same same material and same stick. It means we are a human beings. We are have 24 hours for every people, and we have like body structure. It means body structure. Everything is same. I mean color and other thing is different. It's related to genetic thing, but quality, time, and everything similar. So it this picture showing matchstick is burning, but the second matchstick is not burning. It means uh, the first person is jealous from the other person. It's showing jealousy. It's picture showing jealousy. Sometimes people jealous. Oh, I am giving you here some examples. Sometime in this we see I saw not people jealousing each other, but sometimes people jealous from others. He is speaking English very good, and I am not. So they are looking. He is a perfection. I mean, he is very perfect, but he is not looking why why he or her perfect English speaker, because that person given a lot of time. So it means you don't feel jealous from others. Try to find your mistakes and learn from that person. I mean, if you a good speaker, then you learn from him. Don't be jealous because that person spend him time a lot of that thing. So it means, second person, second picture showing jealousy. And the third picture, I able to see in this picture two tree. One tree is uh, very long and growth, and the second tree very small and not growing. So this picture showing growth, and the other tree jealous from the first tree because of let's see. So we are human being. It's a natural things. We are jealousing each other, but it's depend on person, the person who have good personality, who have like some people is very successful and sometimes who is not successful. I can uh, say, in this picture showing like same region. I am giving you some example. Suppose I have two boy, two person, and two person have same financial condition, same time, 24 hours, and same education, and everything is same. Financial, education, time, everything. But first person, he is focusing on himself, how he grow in him life. So, and the other person, the same time, other person, he's he's not focusing himself. He's walking here and there. He's using too much mobile phone and going outside with friends like uh, everywhere. Like he's not studying, he's not focusing on career and goals. What have what the purpose of life, right? Knowing the purpose of life, it's very necessary for every human being. So in this, the first, I mean, the so sometimes people are worrying about the people, like what their people saying to me if I am not good in English. And I saw, oh, science is speaking very good, but I am not speaking good. It means I am not focusing on myself. I am jealousing from the science. So it means the tree showing jealousy and low growth and success. Because if I if I think positive way, yeah, science is speaking very good. So try to listen. First, I try to listen to him carefully how he is speaking. Only positive side, okay. But at the same time, that tree looking bad side, like that tree jealousing from the second tree, okay. So try to focus on yourself and then success. Take what is your goal in your life. Take action, practice, do again and again, and then you will be success in your life. Don't jealous. Thank you, Chitra ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much, Shivi, for presentation. Wow. So you present yourself so beautifully, and your observation, your ideas, and examples also good. So, firstly, I liked about the first picture you shared about the armies and other defense people, how they are practicing and they always try to lose fit in every action. So, practice is very important thing. and you explained so well. So overall, your presentation is good. So yeah, so all the best, and thank you so much for participating. Okay,
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
thank you so much. So we have uh, Uday Kiran. Good evening, Uday Kiran. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, so you can choose three pictures or second or first and explain yourself uncompromisingly. All the best.
I can say about three pictures right now.
Yes, you want to share on the third picture?
Can I say about three pictures or can I choose one?
You can choose three or one. This is your choice.
Okay, I'll say about three pictures. So the
Okay.
first picture depicts about the practice where PRICE, where the words are overshaded and only act was been visible in the picture. So this depicts like where there you have to do the work, but you doesn't do the work on time or on schedules, where you are just acting out there and you're just shallowing, you're just procrastinating your work in all kinds of things like if you want to go for if you want to go for an event or go for an college event or etc or a school or college where you want to go but you just procrastinating and you are not going out there. Yes, you're all procrastinating. By this you cannot do the work on time, and actual as well as you cannot you cannot maintain the dignity of your work. So this picture depicts that where PRIC was overshaded, where act only visible. So you cannot act in every situations where you should be do your work on time and etc. So the second picture depicts about the one person is on fire and other one. So this picture depicts that where one person is full of stress and depression, where others is not. So in any situations, you should not be in a stress or depression because every life is about ups and downs. There will be ups and lows. There will be ups and lows. So I think that you should handle every situation in life. Life is nothing but you should handle your depression, stress every time. So you should may not you should not always on fire about how my life is going. How we should take it easy, I think, because we should handle our situations rightly. Uh, by looking the pictures, one is very calm and decent. So in any situations you should be very calm and honest because we have our lows in some situations, so we should handle it carefully. We should not be in a fear mode or a depressed mode every time. So I will say about the third picture is about, I think it was my best picture I saw because one has less fruits but having a good amount of stem and leaves. One has full of roots which has less stems, etc. So the big tree is mocking the small tree. It's in a not this picture depicts that we can take an example of Chinese bamboo tree. In Chinese bamboo tree, the picture the tree first it does not grow the tree. It grows the root. First, it grows the root for 3 to 4 years, and afterwards, that tree becomes 18 to 19 feet in just 5 months. The growth was very fast. So in the real life, we can see that.
when you always show your results every time, and but you doesn't know the basics, right? And you always show the results for only for small situations, like you always show the results of and you always picturize yourself as a superior to everyone, but you don't know the basics, right? Inside the picture shows that first we should be maintain the basics, right? And you should not be always show everyone that I was doing that, I was doing this, but you should be done your basics right. And when you have the roots depicts that all the basics and all the work you have doing that, so you are not showing to the world is not seeing the roots itself, but the outside people doesn't know that the small tree will grow fast in quite 2 to 3 months, but the big tree will, if the high amount of rainfall for a high amount of rainfall comes, the big tree will lose the life. So it the it will lost. So this depicts that every time you should not show yourself in every situation. So first should maintain your roots as your basics and work. First you should maintain your work properly, and afterwards it's directly depicted in your future. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Uday Kiran. So overall, your presentation is really fabulous. I really appreciate about your observation, especially about the third picture. So yeah, sometimes we consider that any small plant. So, but some small plants is really profitable. For example, tulsi plant, rose plant, mint, etc. See, they look so small, but it has lots of dimension to spread the copious oxygen, and also we get lots of medicinal things from this plant. So, means it is happening in our surrounding also about the people. So you mentioned so beautifully, and I really appreciate you about your observation and examples also. So thank you so much for participating.
Thank you, ma'am.
Uday.
And one more thing,
Yeah.
the world sees you every time. It's not the real one. Real one. You should be inside, like the small tree always. Where the world sees it's small tree, but the inside what it has a huge amount of roots. It can grow fast. So
Mhm.
that's.
Yes, yes,
Thank you.
yes, you're right.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, thank you so much, Uday, once again. Yeah. So next we have Sans. Good evening, Sans.
Good evening, Chitra. I hope you're doing well today.
Yeah, I'm so pretty good as usual. Thank you so much. What about you?
Yes, I'm also doing great.
Okay, it was nice. So yeah, you can choose any picture or three pictures. You can explain. All the best.
Okay. Okay, thanks for that. I'll be choosing all the pictures shortly because the three picture they depicts a use connection between themselves. So let's get started. So referring to the first picture, I'm able to see that there are two person who are on the bed, but one is burning and one is not. I mean, if we just focus on the elements that what does this picture tries to portrays, what it tries to portray. So in the first image, we can see that the head of this matchstick is burning. Might be it is referring to the human beings, and especially when there is any kind of portrayal and depiction of that brain is burning, that kindly means or that means that he is going through stress, anxiety, work pressure, or something negative that is going inside his brain. And you can see that his brain is working. I think we all are familiar with the matchsticks and everybody have used it. So, yeah, everybody here who is available in this VC, they all have used the matchsticks. So, have you seen one thing that when a matchstick burns, of course, it serves the purpose of igniting fire on certain things and making the things lean in the right way. But at what cost? A matchstick has to sacrifice himself. In the real life as well, if you look at the progress of others, if you'll think on that, you'll burn your head, you'll end up burning all your physical strength, your capabilities. You'll not be able to progress because now your brain, the focus which was once on your progress, now it has shifted in the entanglement of the thoughts of others, that how others are growing, and I'm not thinking on my progress. So this is the harsh reality of life. We should focus on calming ourselves. We should not focus on relating ourselves with the people and deviating from our path. You can take a simple instance from the life, that if someone is doing bad to you, instead of forgiving, instead of letting that thought go away from your brain, you're thinking and thinking and thinking. Like, let me tell you one thing. It is not a perfect world and you're not perfect person. You're going to make mistakes. You are going to overthink, but there's no reason for you to stay or carry around the things again and again in your mind and to burn it. Just move on for any certain feelings or thing that is going on inside your brain. Because at the end of the day, your peace matters. And if you think about others, if you cogitate wasting your time roaming here and there, you'll end up burning your potential, your body, your capabilities, which you can use and channelize to achieve bigger goal. So be conscious where you're spending the time, where you're spending your brain, because that is going to define what you are going to become in the future. Now, referring to the second image, here we are able to see practice, and PR and ICE is blur because I think someone already erased it, and the only visible thing is act. In the real life as well, we often procrastinate. We often delay the task. Even though all the resources are in front of us, our brain still finds an excuse. What should I do? How can I improve my English language? Most of the people over here, they have goal. They want to fortify the English language. They want to enhance themselves. But are they taking action? Are they ACT? Are they acting upon it? See, practice is not going to make any sense. And even though there is a myth, which I have already cleared multiple times, that practice is not going to make you perfect, practice makes progress. And the credo behind practice is act. Act upon certain thing. Because what that is going to define you in the future is not your thinking, is not how you planned, whether you planned or not, is not from where you're born, but the only thing which will be a determining factor of your future will be your actions, will be your efforts that you put inside a path. So try to erase everything from your life. The only visible thing is ACT, act, action. This is what this picture is saying, that try to erase everything from your life and keep actions only. Don't try to prove yourself with the words. Do action, take action. Don't only think that I want to be like, if I am thinking that I'm going to conquer this world, is that possible? Sounds stupid, right? That is the harsh reality of life. Focus on action, focus on efforts. That's the only key to progress. Because at the end of the day, even though you'll not achieve what you've desired, you'll end up getting multiple things just because of one thing, because you've worked harder. So you've got to make it a habit that you need to consistently work and act upon certain thing. Okay. Being short, referring to the third question, which is really very deep, just like the root of the second tree. So in this picture, I'm able to see there are two trees. And of course, the first tree is very happy looking at himself, feeling about himself. And the second tree, he is an inferiority complex, or that tree is an inferiority complex. We are able to see that even though the roots are deeper, in the second case, he is sad. This happens in the real life as well. We humans have multiple abilities. Do you know, when I was preparing for one exam in my life, in my journey of exam preparation, you know what used to happen with me? I was getting very low scores in my mock test initial time, and I was thinking that what I'm doing, my base is not strong. So I started working on my base. I started to revise what I have studied previously, And the student used to say me that, Science, come on, you don't have time. You should focus on what is the current study. Don't waste time on the base. So I think they got the answer in the next mock result, because as I have channelized my energy in strengthening the base, do you know what was happening at that time? That the time when I was strengthening the base, I was thinking that I'm the only one who is behind by everyone. But this was not the truth. This was my mirage. And in this picture, as you can see, that the short tree is like very sad. But in this picture, you can clearly see one thing. Just think of one element that we could have added inside this image, that is a storm. What will happen when a deep storm, a cyclone will come inside this jungle? Have you ever thought what will come? One moment. Yeah. So have you ever thought what will happen when a storm will land inside this forest? The big tree will fall and the second tree will not. Do you know why? Because his base is strong enough to sustain any kind of pressure, any kind of shock wave, or any kind of catastrophic situation in his life. So in the real life as well, don't compare yourself. Yeah, we can also add this thing, comparison. Yeah, he is comparison. See, he is comparing. That's why he is sad. So never compare yourself with other person, because your journey, that is limited to you as well. And if you put the action, might be other people are able to see the changes in the initial days. You'll not be. But let me clarify one thing. Action never goes waste. It must be doing something. If that is not visible, then congrats. You are working upon your base. And effort doesn't go in vain, because we know in the theory of science, energy can neither be created nor destroyed. So the aim behind putting this line is, if you're doing any action, that is applying a force, that is making a change. So if you're doing an action, be grateful for that. In a nutshell, these three images are interconnected. And what are we learning from these three images? From the first image, we can learn that we should focus on our peace, our fulfillment, our contentment, rather than thinking about others or being entangled inside the thoughts. In the second picture, we can see that it is all about the action and erasing all the unnecessary components from your life. Just erase it. The only visible thing must be action. And lastly, the third picture, never compare your journey with others, because might be you have laxity at the starting part, but when the storm will come, that will decide who is strong. So never ever judge looking on the surface only, because at the end in the life, winners are not those who seems or sound strong. It doesn't happen at the surface level. Fight is something which shake you deeply. And the people who are carrying this false confidence, the false ego, they will be shattered. And the only person to remain bold and firm is the person who have very deep roots inside the ground, who is firm on his commitment, who is authoritative. So this is what I can say regarding all these three. Chitra, up to
Okay, thank you so much, Science. So overall, it is really dynamic and incredible presentation from your side, and you are using lots of advanced sentence structures. It is really fabulous, and I mean, see, your observation it is really grateful. Firstly, about the second picture. So whenever we try to imitate others and try to compare to each other, so at that time we will get lots of trouble. So it is not a good thing, and these things uh, always daunting to us, and because of that, our brain is completely burned from this imitation and comparison. And you explained so well about this picture. And last picture, yeah, you said about the second comparison means it is a matter of our self is existence, self assert, and confidence. If you have short and if you have less quality, so no need to worry about it, because everyone has different perspectives, and no need to comparison, and everything is perfect and an epitome in their life. So you explained so well. Well, thank you so much for presentation. and taking part. Yeah.
Thanks for the kind words, Chitra, and thanks for conducting this session because this session is really a promising opportunity for everyone to learn, engage, and grow. So it's really appreciable.
Yeah, that's my pleasure. Thank you so much once again. Okay, so we have Akash. Hello, Akash. Are you there? Akash is not there. So next is Kashmita.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Good evening, Kashmita.
Good
How are
evening,
you?
sister. Yeah, I'm thriving and surviving. Thank you for asking. And what about you?
Yeah, I'm also pretty good as usual.
Okay.
Okay, so all the best. You can choose three pictures and
Okay, I
explain
want to
one by one.
describe
Okay?
all the pictures precisely. So hello, very good evening to everyone. Kashmita this side. So the first picture, there is a word written in it, like practice, but by eraser it is removed the other letter, but the only letters is showing in the picture. It is act. So this picture is describing about that practice is important in our life, but the furthermore most important thing is that doing act, because without doing act on anything, if we think about that practice or we are making uh, you know we are making or planning anything, it is not going to fulfill. Obviously, when we make any kind of goal in our life, the first thing come into our mind is we think about it. Then there are so many ideas come into our mind. Then we do act and we plan. But planning is not enough for this. We should and we must act upon the things which we want to achieve. So this picture I completed. Then second picture I'm going forward is about there are two mastics is showing, and they are sitting beside to each other, and one person his head is burning but the other person is showing very normal, and I think he's not very depressed, but the person whose head is burning he's so much depressed and he's so much looking very anxious. This picture is about our real life, because when we give so much importance or giving so much respect or value to a people or some people in our life, but the same people are not going to give the value or respect we deserve, that means that we are losing our worth. But as the way a mastix is serving his purpose, whenever we burn a mastix, it's serving its purpose. It is enlightened our life, but the same thing we do in our real life, then we are losing our value only. So we must balance those things in our life. To whom we are giving respect or to whom we are giving our time and effort, we must consider that thing. Then moving forward to the third and last picture, and in the picture I am seeing there are two trees showing in the picture, in which one is big tree and one is small tree. The big tree's root is not very strong, but the tree is trying to mock and jeer at the small tree, whose is looking very depressed and diminished. He is looking very sad, and the reason is the big tree is trying to insult him because he is very short. But actual thing is that the short tree's root is very strong, but the big tree's root is not very much strong. So this scenery is also resembles our real life, because there are so many people around us whom those kind of people who are not successful by themselves, not good by themselves, but still they are trying to mock or jeer the people who are very short, who are very not very much successful, or they are not very much doing great in their life. So but as we can see in the picture, we must not forget that our root is strong. If our root is strong, we must tackle the situations very easily. And we must remember that thing that our look is not very much important, but our inner peace is very much important. And we must avoid this kind of people in our life. Then only we can achieve something in our life. Otherwise, this can deteriorate our mental health in a very deep level. So that's what I can explain about all the three pictures. So, yep, thank you for listening. And yes, I'm done.
Okay, thank you so much, Kashmita. Are you Gemini, Kashmita?
Yes.
Wow, nice to meet you, dear. Thank you so much for participating. So your answer is really dynamic answer. And in about the first picture and second picture, you shared in short, but it was crisp. I like it. And we'll be talking about the last picture. So yeah, so you said about the our root is very it has a means it is a very important thing. If you make our roots means our knowledge and our other things strongly. It doesn't matter we are short or long or big, fat or thin. So it's a knowledge, experience, adventure. All these are a must in our life. So and you explained so well about it. So thank you so much, Kashmita, for participating.
Thank you
Overall,
for
rest was
giving
fantastic. Yeah,
wonderful feedback to me. Thank you.
yeah. Thank you so much once again. Okay, so next, Akash.
Yes, yes, I'm here.
Yes, actually, I called your name before Kashmita, but you was not there.
Sorry for
Okay.
that. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes. So yeah, all the best, Akash.
Yes, thank you for giving this opportunity.
Okay.
I'm just observing the pictures. Okay, where are the pictures? Sorry, sorry. Okay, so now I got it. Okay, thank you for your patience. I'm taking. Can I can I go with all at once, or any specific one I want to pick and describe it?
You can choose first, second, or three pictures. No worry.
Okay, okay. I'm picking the first picture. We can
Okay.
observe
All
the.
the
Thank you. We can observe the two matchsticks having a company with each other. We can observe that it is a bedroom, and we can observe the lamp and bed. There we can see the one weird thing. Even the bedroom is dark. We can observe that one matchstick is giving the light entirely, and we can observe the brightness of the room also increased because of one matchstick. What I'm getting entirely about the picture, we can observe in our life, um, one person can change entirely our situations and whatever the things we are involved in, like suffering or whatever the things, one person can change everything. And we know that in our every family, father always hold the family situations and problems on his shoulder and went through like a light. And even I am getting the same thing, even in this picture as well. The person, the one matchstick is sacrificing his whole life, like burning and giving the light to the beside partner. Same way, our father also give as a light to us, and he shows the direction and the way where we have to go through in our life. I think we should not leave who lighten our life, because they started because why our journey started because of them. That's all. Okay, second picture, we can observe one thing like a white paper, and one pencil already written one sentence. It is like a practice, and suddenly someone thought that we should erase that the path like PR, and it and again act, and he leave the act and ICE, like that. He rubbed that practice word, and he mentioned that act word. Okay, we know that in our maths, whenever we are doing any sums, sir always said practice is very important. And we know that in philosophy, they always mention act is very important than practice. Okay, whatever it is, the person is showing the act means he always involving into the situation, what he want to do the task. In our life, we always practice the things, but we never act according to the situation. Even I practice beforehand, while getting into the session, I should be confident, but if I never act and I never show in the session, it is useless completely. I think I'm getting this meaning. um, I'm moving with the next picture. You can observe that there is some ground, and we can observe that two trees are talking each other, and we can observe that the way of one tree, um, showing the hands and pointing that the small tree, you are not big enough. Show just observe my leaves, how they grown. Just observe myself, how much large I am. Even you are not, even you can't reach my top of the leaves. See, just it's showing its overconfidence, and we in the reality aspect in our life as well. We always have a lot of potential, but you do not have enough confidence. We can observe this tree, how it is having a lack of confidence, and thinking itself, I cannot vote it, but its roots, how much it spread enough into the ground. We can observe that even the rocks, inside the rocks, it cracks the rocks, and it deepen inside and taking the water. This plant, whatever the plant is, this bigger tree, in the way its size is pointing out, but it does not have the roots that much. Even a small heavy wind, caused by the cyclone, this big tree can fall, but this small tree cannot fall, because it has full potential, but only thing it does not have enough confidence to show. Inferiority complex, this tree had, but it knows his own value. It will grow and flourish. That's all.
Wow, very well presentation, Akash. So, and I really appreciate about your observation, especially about the first picture. Means you explain so differently. I like it. Means you said about the first picture. Means there are some people they always burn themselves, and they don't understand about their inner quality, their capacity, because they want to reflect and increase the light among the people. It is happening in his room, and but second other people they don't understand. they always observe and they always try to limit it to ourselves. And you explain so well about it, means reflection and light to others. And in this reflection, we always burn ourselves and we don't understand it. And last is, mm, yeah, you spoke about the last picture. So it is the matter of our self esteem and our existence. It doesn't matter to our quality and our capacity. If you have a talent and if you have a knowledge, so you can go ahead. No need to comparison each other, and everyone is best in the world. So you said so beautifully, and your observation and your knowledge really captivating and so different than others. So thank you so much, Akash.
Thank you, Chitra, for conducting this session for us. Thank you.
Yeah. So next person is NASA. I think she's not there. AR.
Yes, ma'am.
Good
I'm
evening,
here.
AR.
Yeah, good
Yes.
evening.
Okay. So are you ready with your answers according to the pictures?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so
Okay.
I can explain all the three very briefly. Okay, ma'am.
Yes, this is your choice. You can choose any one. Otherwise,
Okay,
you
okay.
can choose three pictures.
Okay,
All the
ma'am.
best.
Okay, so first I will go with picture number two. So in this picture, what we can see that there is a pencil and there is a paper, and the pencil has an eraser set on the top of it. Just it is just like the pencil that we used to use in our childhood, and the word that is written on the paper is practice, but it is clear that PRICE part has been deleted, has been erased by this eraser, and what is remain what has remained intact is the act part. So this is the picture that we can see. Now I think the message that the picture is trying to convey is that the main thing of we all know the very well known proverb that practice makes perfect, but the main element of practice is the act part. So when we practice something, we try to improve ourselves. So that is, we have to act on it. So we are here, we have all gathered here to learn English, to become fluent in English. So for that reason, we have to practice. And if we can practice, only then we can achieve some perfection or some progress. So for that we have to act. But this act part is most difficult. And as a student and as an enthusiastic learner of English, I can vouch for it that though I am willing to learn English and I want to improve myself, but oftentimes it happens that we feel lethargy. That okay, let today do not participate in any session, rather take some rest. It is human nature that we oftentimes feel lethargic to act on something. But if we don't act, we don't get prize. So the thing is that it is very meaningful, I think. The words that has been deleted are PRICE, and if we combine them, it becomes the word prize. So we all know to gain something, price is something that we want to achieve. I am not talking about money only. A price can be anything. So after practicing English, if we become a fluent speaker, if we are successful in that goal, in achieving that goal, then it is also a prize. So we have to act, we have to eradicate all the lethargy and hesitation and procrastinations, and only then we can earn the prize. That is, we can earn our true success through act only. Yes, this is the my explanation of this picture. Now come to the picture number 3. In this picture, we can see there are two trees standing side by side. One tree is very large. It has lots of branches, and it has many trees, many leaves, and it is very high. It is very tall. But the other tree beside it, it seems that it is a kind of its growth is stunted. It is not very big, and the larger tree is pointing finger to the shorter tree, and it seems that the larger tree is mocking, and he is mocking the shorter size of that tree and laughing at him, and the shorter tree is kind of very much upset, and it seems that he is crying because of that ridicule from the longer tree. But if we look carefully at this picture, we can see that the larger tree has very small roots, but the shortest tree has a very deep root. So the message the picture actually conveys: appearance can be deceptive. So we should not judge a book by its cover. So we should not laugh at a person who apparently seems to be very insignificant. It may be the person's appearance is not very um, impressive, but the person might have knowledge, might have some capabilities which we are unaware of. And there are some persons in the age of social media, we all know that there are some persons who are a great show off. They try to show off their money, their knowledge, etc. But there are some persons who are very private persons who do not like to show off. But that doesn't mean that they doesn't possess any great qualities. Just as the roots of the trees are not visible, but roots is the main source through which a tree gets all its source, all its survival depends on the roots. Similarly, in this picture, the tree that is laughing at the other tree has very small roots. It only shows that this tree has shallow knowledge about human nature. And by laughing at the other tree, he is proving the proverb that empty vessels sounds much. Yeah. So this is the these two picture, ma'am, I want to describe, and I am done, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much, AR. So overall, everything is fantastic. It's your presentation, your pauses, and while speaking, you are so calm and polite. I like it, your calmness. So means it is really alluring presentation, and your observation is really great. Means you said this is a paper. No one said about this picture. It is a paper, and spelling and other thing means pencil is also here. So it is a really great observation from your side, and it has happened also in second picture also. So you means your observation skill is really amazing. That's why you explain in detail. So it is really remarkable thing. Thank you so much for participating.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot.
Okay. Yes, thank you so much once again. So next person is Nyasa. Hello, good evening. Nyasa, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Hello. Yeah, hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. So you can choose any picture or three pictures and go ahead. All the best.
Okay, thank you so much. So, mm, uh, uh, okay, I would like to go with the last picture. Okay, so honestly, when I first look at this image, the first thing that really stands out to me is the contrast between the two trees. On the surface, um, the bigger tree looks like confident, almost a little arrogant, like it's mocking the smaller one. Meanwhile, the smaller tree looks sad or insecure, almost as if it's feeling inferior. And at first glance, it might seem like the bigger tree is clearly stronger and more successful. Uh, but then, if we slow down for a moment and actually look like a deeper, literally under the ground, we notice something very interesting. The smaller tree actually has much stronger, wider, and deeper roots compared to the bigger one. So, although it may appear small or less impressive above the ground, uh, its real strength lies in a place where people usually don't look. And I think that's where the real message of this image begins. So personally, what I feel from this picture is that we often judge people only by what is visible on the surface. Someone may look more successful, more confident, uh, and more powerful externally, and because of that, we assume they are stronger or better. But in reality, we rarely know the depth of their struggles, their experiences, their discipline, or inner strength. And honestly, if we think about it carefully, this is something we see around us almost every day. Many people who appear quiet, simple, or even unnoticed are actually the ones who have built the strongest foundations in life. They may not show off their achievements or constantly seek attention, but deep inside, they're growing, learning, and becoming stronger. So it reminds me of the idea that real growth often happens silently. Just like roots grow quietly underground, our effort, patience, and resilience also grow where no one can see them. And in fact, there is a quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson that uh, actually fits beautifully here. That is, what lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. And the more I look at this image, the more I feel that it perfectly captures the idea. Because the smaller tree may not look impressive above the ground, but its real strength lies within in its deeper roots. And like for example, sometimes we sometimes see students who are not very loud or flash in class. They might not speak much. They might not show off their abilities. So people often underestimate them. But when the real moments come, like competitions, exams, or important challenges, they perform exceptionally well. And that's because they have been quietly building their knowledge, their discipline, and focus over time, just like those deep roots growing beneath the soil. So, in a way, what this image reminds me is that the real strength is often invisible. The things that truly support success, like effort, patience, learning, and resilience, uh, they usually happen behind the scenes. And we always see the tree above the ground, but we often forget that its stability depends on what lies underneath. And honestly, another thought that comes to my mind while looking at this image is that it also teaches us not to compare ourselves too quickly with others, because everyone's journey is different, and everyone's roots are growing at a different depth and pace. Someone may appear bigger today, but someone might be building a much stronger foundation for tomorrow. So, yeah, that's all from my side. Thank you so much.
Wow, great NASA. You choose only first picture and you articulate so beautifully with great examples. It's really great presentation, NASA. So it is really universal truth means we always consider that any new person who don't know about any skill and learning another thing and who has lots of knowledge, they always ready to daunting to other people, but they don't understand the after sometimes and after growing their strong roots, always any man will become an epitome in their field. So that is the great thing in our society, and it is happening because of the comparison and imitation, and it is a rule of our society. So for no need to worry about it, believe ourselves and gain lots of knowledge and prove ourselves uncompromisingly. So that is the main fundamental of this picture, and you said and you articulate so beautifully. So thank you so much for participating.
Yeah, thank you so
So
much for
anybody,
the opportunity and for the feedback. Thank you.
okay, yeah, that's my pleasure. Okay, so anybody here who added their name on the website? Sanjay, Zoro, Radhe. Okay, no one. Okay, so I would like to wrap up this session. So thank you so much for participating and explain your ideas, examples according to these pictures. It was really wonderful and captivating session. And thank you so much for joining here. So practice here and shine regularly. Bye.